Victor Lang stood in front of the locker room bulletin board, staring at the blank space where tomorrow's notice would go. The paper was in his jacket pocket, creased, smudged, but official. A call for a worker vote to form a formal union. "This is it," he muttered. Behind him, Reyes nodded. "Either we win and grow, or they crush us quiet." It had taken months to gather enough signatures to force a vote. Every hand shaken in the shadows, every late-night coffee shop whisper. But now it was real. The company had 72 hours to respond, and they responded with fury. First came the bribes, safety bonuses, surprise promotions, a new vending machine in the break room, filled with free energy drinks and snacks. Then the surveillance began. 2 new security guards arrived overnight. Plainclothes, but not subtle. Cameras suddenly watched the welding bays. One worker caught texting was escorted off-site and replaced within an hour. "They're trying to break us with sugar and fear," said Camilla. Victor nodded grimly. "Then we punch back." He reached out to the same fringe reporter, who had published Ferrum's sabotage footage. This time, he sent them something worse. Internal safety recordings showing oxygen tanks stored near active welding lines, a near explosion waiting to happen. Footage from a hidden phone had captured a supervisor ignoring the violation. The story ran the day before the vote. The headline read, "Profits over lives, hazards at Huron Bargeworks." The company tried to discredit it, called it selectively edited, taken out of context. But the damage was done. The morning of the vote, the atmosphere was electric. Workers moved in silent clusters. Eye contact was brief. Tension rippled like static over the shipyard. Victor stood near the gate, arms crossed. He didn't speak to the voters. He'd said everything he needed to in the days before. When the results came in, they were closer than he'd hoped. 54% in favor. A fragile majority, but enough to declare the birth of the Brotherhood. There were no cheers, no celebration, just nods, quiet handshakes, a few tears. The company refused to acknowledge it. They claimed procedural violations, filed an injunction within the hour. But Victor knew it didn't matter. "It's not about legal recognition," he told his group later that night. "It's about momentum. They can't stop the idea now. It's alive." Reyes lit a match with his thumbnail. "Now comes the hard part." Victor looked around the room, faces tired, bruised, but lit with a fire that hadn't been there months ago. "No," he said. "Now comes the war."